instead. Look, look, yeah. Full court press or full blitz, we going all out. It don't matter any time of day, I came to ball out. We TCG, never duckin' smoke or any call out. Better be ready to go to war until we fall out. 0 to 60 like Ludacris, we came to roll out. You know I gotta get my check, so please don't make me hold out. Bust down Cuban a summer day, I make it cold out. They was hot then, now they cold now. Left wrist dripping, I got it froze now. Went from rags to riches, take the clothes now. My name heavy all across the globe now. We ain't playing HBCU, I strike up the band. Stomping on them like a cute dog or alpha man. In Miami, hard rock jumping like a rock band. You know me, I love my green and cheese like a Packers fan. I'm a player, gotta keep it player, how the game go. With the steppers, I ain't gotta tell them, they just train to go. Calling plays and I'm calling shots like the head coach. First class, so we take the private, we don't do coach. They was hot then, now they cold now. They was hot then, now they cold now. They was hot then, now they cold now.
Dirty, yeah, you know we global with it. Black fit, limo tint, you don't know who in it. Whole team having motion, world know who winning. I'm known for handling business, the other dudes known for dissing. Big motion, boy, big vibing, boy. Tell her pipe that loud talk down, cause they ain't making noise. Yeah, homie, we them boys, who they be preaching about. If you see LT around, Reballo's bound to make a crowd. Let it try.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, I knock them down 3 in a row. From the street straight to the field, from the field right to the show. All my dogs is trained to go. Make sure my people don't work no more. Been let down so many times and stand on my back, I swear it don't hurt no more. Got dirt all on my hands, but I still watching and count this money. I had to stop rocking so many chains, I was trying to work out and it hurt my stomach. I get them rap, that boy mommy. Black on black, this Maybach done. When times was dark, we stood on the block around the clock, now my life son. I had to make it out. Rest in peace to Dolph, I took that paper out. Wanted some more laying out on the dough and bought my neighbor's house. I done done so many favors for some people, feel like I'm favored out. No eating in, we taking out. Same people who was cheering, they hating now, but so what? Dan Marino seats inside this Rolls truck, they dolphin blue. Big homie, y'all little boys better remember who y'all talking to. It's gonna cost you like a 50 for me and the gang, and we just walking through. We counting money often too.
Can I talk my?
Come on.
That other side.
The Oakland way.
Hey.
C5.
Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else, cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big, might die in my sleep. And I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss, remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. But don't get it twisted, still clocking big digits. On Rodeo, big spending. All the cribs luxury. I can't recall the last time I did dishes, big business. All my deals 6 figures and up. When you get it out the mud, it hit different. Used to sell when the cops came, we hit fences. Now I'm blowing smoke out the country with 2 thick. I'ma take them both back to the penthouse and get. That's how it's supposed to be. Life is beautiful, I'm doing I don't believe. Flew out to Colombia and brought me home some. Used to be the underdog, now they book me overseas. And I don't wanna be nobody else, nigga. Do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else, cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big, might die in my sleep, but I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss, remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. I used to wanna be like Wayne. I used to wanna be like Nip with the Cuban link chain. I used to rap like Jay, trying to make me a name. Now all I do is C5, and I'ma stay in my lane. I could do anything I put my mind to, that's facts. I wanna be a so I start. I like so I went on start flipping packs. I heard the drought 3 and said, dog, I'm a rap. I did that, superseded expectation. I refuse to settle for anything less than greatness. I'm the hottest rapper on the West, let's just face it. So put that pride to the side, then let's get paper. Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else, cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me, I am God and God is me. Dream so big, might die in my sleep, but I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss, remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money.
Bars. C5. Just incredible. Hunger Flow 2. It's easy.
Incredible. take a L, then you know I'm raising hell.
Yeah, I ain't take no losses in a minute. Scored a touchdown through the critic. Came a long way from the trenches. Still be making plays in the trenches. I'm from New Orleans. I'm a saint with a demon in my head. Yeah, I told him chill. Lil' bro still spinning like a fan. Lord on my mama. He been playing like this since he was in college. So fast like a rocket. Part of the reason they can't stop him. You don't know how I feel. Come from nothing, turn up quick. You don't know how I feel. Turn them losses into a win. Yeah, treat the beat like 4 down. Going for the dub. I ain't playing with them. QB to the RB. Big 4 not serving hand to hand. Real name Jamal Chase. He the newest goal with the people saying. I'm still in the field. Ain't calling plays. Bill Belichick.
Yeah, where the ops ain't that we smoke. Kick it off. Now we tryna scope. Too easy. I'ma run it up with my eyes closed like Pat Mahomes. Red flag him. I send him home. Hail Mary. I send him long. Another touchdown. Hit the gritty on him. Gotta pull in their camera phone. H-time. Throw the city up. I'm finna pick the play off like it's David. When this pressure can't get out the pocket. Got the cannon on me. I feel like Brady. Chasing after Lamborghini. We just barely get started. Ay, catch a play. I'm like Megatron. You don't know nobody that can guard it. You don't know nobody.
No problem. Don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. All I know is win. I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh? They don't want no problems. They don't want no problems.
Go. Here we go, son. Here we go. Right. Here we go, son. Right. Here we go. It's good. Right. Here we go, son. Sit right. Here we go. Sit right. Don't jump. Ready? Right. Here we go. Go. Here we go. Easy, easy. Tonight. Here we go. Tonight.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got a, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta give respect for my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state and God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe. Never know when I'm gon' need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that. Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up?
Yeah, I should've served the other one, but he right back for another one. Quarter on a quarter, how you double up right off the bus. Soon as he touch down, run the money up. One-on-one. Water, a little vinegar mix, it's tough enough to take another. Still plenty room, you get money with my run, been nothing but a stun. I done up a bunch of them, this what got them ducking me. They don't come out the house like a punishment. The ones they jumping me. 4-5 years and they work, it's numbing me. See forever, she won't rushing me. Ask anybody what's up with me. Roll them, but off.
don't talk you for a day and now you feel different. All it takes for you to catch a case and now you feel different. I swear I don't feel make me feel different. I swear I don't feel never feel
G-ski established. Better bow her head when I walk past her. Where your manners? As a kid, stayed with my granny. Daddy went to jail for lost my only chance being happy. Damn, what happened? Outcome match my actions. Talk, then I back it. Great example. I'm the standard. Come to preaching what you practice. Actually, I can't fathom or rationalize it. Move past it. He turned this from his section. Island Daily, well respected, well connected. Look there, tell me God gon' let us into heaven with you. Stay focused, you won't live. The net and what you post on it don't mean to a real. All it takes for you don't get your way and now you feel different. All it takes for you that paper, now you feel different. All it takes don't talk you for a day and now you feel different. All it takes for you to catch a case and now you feel different. I swear I don't feel make me feel different. I swear I don't feel never feel different.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up wings for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Chicago Bears. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. There he goes, right side. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 38-yard line. A big pickup of 38. What a run there. I mean, you got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached to get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness,
and under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Play action. It's Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass.
Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And out of bounds inside the 10. Marking down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. To throw is Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, it's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift of momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now Fields. His throw incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. You talk about this Lions defense, currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
A give, right side for Gibbs. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They'll sneak it, Hooker, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a 1st down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead he said, forget it. Let's just get a 1st down and start a new set.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Here's Hooker. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're marking themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 24-yard line.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Let's go, Alpha right here.
Here's Fields. Fighting this under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
It's a loss of 8.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by
flag. That's some flag all day.
The Lions will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. Hooker.
First down, Detroit.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. 82 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Santos with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Okay, ready?
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Go! 18, Pioneer! 70 Rangers!
On 1st and 10, Hooker. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That is incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw, Hooker. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Let's go now. 19 tight.
Here's Hooker to throw it. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They go play action. Here's Hooker rolling to his right. This will be caught just inside the 10. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Hamler, the motion man left. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. KJ Hamler, a 2-yard touchdown grab, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point try now from Dicker. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Lions 27, Bears 7. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
Here we go, Scott.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do.
Fields hit, and the ball is loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Ready, break. Ready.
Following the fumble recovery, Hooker. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Tag. 79 Broncos. Let's go.
Now Hooker. And it'll be intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They need 18 yards here on third down. Fields now to throw. Looking deep here from Mooney. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Jones. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with.
And going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, here's Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw. Fields. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
You got a mini base. Why not?
Looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. The drive will start with an option going left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Hooker now off play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Right side to Williams. And some room to work. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down, Lions.
Ready.
First down throw here. It's Hooker. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the route is on here in this first half.
Bears 7. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Don't jump. Ready?
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Hooker's going to throw it. Open man Hamler, that's complete. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Detroit.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Room here to run. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions extend their lead yet again.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
All right.
Fields on first down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Kenneth Murray in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
Go.
Throwing on second and long. Fields on the screen. This is Eckler. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
Hey, Ken. All right.
Here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
On the jump. Reload. Ready, right?
And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun.
And in for the Lions touchdown. KJ Hamler, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Fields. And he can't escape, and down he goes. loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out.
And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And what a return as he brings us all the way back to the 25-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
I'm glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Throwing, Hooker. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Here we go.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Now it's Fields. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Chicago. 62 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw. Fields. Flush to his, and he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here we go, Scott.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, here's Fields. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Aleem McNeil able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now Fields going to move him around. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
4th down, Fields has to have this one. And my goodness, another interception. It's Brian Branch with it.
By the Lions. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3. Gibbs gets popped, and he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Fields looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Here we go.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
11.
Here's Fields. This will be caught at about the 5. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Fields going to hold on to it. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here we go on 4th down, Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 4th down, Fields. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit, because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them. Now one they'll want to remember. At least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake, because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. This out quickly to Williams. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. Hooker on first down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. We're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
Santos able to tack on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now he's into the clear again, inside the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
It's funny to me because we actually keep the football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
No, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. That's complete to Laporta.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Lions 75, Bears 21. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked up by DJ Reed.
And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40.
Come on, set. Ready.
And they take a knee.
Go.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Detroit, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to